with Explore More with Sue, and I'm standing on the pier in Frederiksted, Croix. So the island of St. Croix is part of the U.S. Virgin Islands along with St. John and St. Thomas. It's a U.S. territory. St. Croix is about 40 miles from St. Thomas. St. Thomas is the largest island, or the most well-known island, but it is considered part of the U.S. It's a territory, not a state, but it's a territory. There are 55,000 people who live on this island. We are here today with, on our Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady. There are two ships in port today. There's Enchantment of the Seas, it's Royal Caribbean, and our ship. Cruise lines don't come here very often. They're just starting to. So it's starting to get a little bit of an infrastructure for day vacationers that come in on a cruise. As you can see, it's incredibly beautiful. There is a big oil refinery here. There is a Captain Morgan rum refinery. Actually, there are two. The capital of this island is called Frederiksted, and it is on the other side of the island. So we did a day trip over there. Now the reason that they just aren't set up very well right now for tourists, for day tourists, but they're getting better. So if you come on a cruise and you don't take an excursion through the cruise ship, go out to the end of the pier and there are people with signs, or some of them don't have signs, and they will do 2, 3, 4 hour tours. Some of them include a little boat ride, some of them don't, but they're all independent. So negotiate, make sure you negotiate. There is not one set price. They all have different prices, they all do different things. And you might want to check to see how roadworthy the vehicle is. So we did a really fun open air bus, and I don't think it had new shocks since it came off the assembly line 25 years ago. I mean, it was it was really rough, but the tour guide was great. One thing about St. Croix is it was, the natives who lived here were basically wiped out when Christopher Columbus came in 1493. They had lots of fighting between the Spanish and the indigenous people, and the indigenous people that were still alive eventually went to the Dominican Republic. So this island was settled after the Spanish. It was also settled by the Danish, the French, Malta was here for a while, England, and then the U.S. purchased it for $25 million in 1917. So it has been part of the U.S., a U.S. territory since 1917. It's a great place to come. It's a very unusual cruise port. So if you want to come here, you've got to be careful. You just have to look closely to find one that does stop here. It's definitely worth seeing, and we highly recommend coming. Just use some caution when you get off the ship. It's not dangerous. It's not that it's dangerous, but make sure you find the right sort of tour for your group. So it's awesome. We're happy to be here, and the next adventure awaits.